Hey guys, so a lot of you would be familiar with the operating system iOS and a lot more familiar to the Android. Because most of my subscribers are Android users, I wanted to address the issue that why does the Android get late updates than the iOS system. As you see, iOS can support, Apple supports its device for up to 5 years, which is insanely good. But on the other side of things, Android manufacturers don't even support their flagship devices for more than 3 or 4 years. And that's a really sad truth of the Android industry. But why does it happen? We should talking about this in our today's video.
Taking trips, cause I never tripped on what they said. If you speaking from your heart, naysayers gon' aim for your head.
Okay, so when Google develops a new version of Android, it sends its source code to all of the Android manufacturers. Now it's up to Android manufacturers what they want to do with the source code. First, they need to translate the source code into their own custom UI. As you know, most of the Android vendors are using a custom skin on the top of Android. Now they need to implement the source code and translate into the custom skin their custom UI, and they also need to make sure that all the sensors, all the chipset and GPU is working and is really working fine, as in compatible with the new version of Android. After this, they really need to fix a date for the launching of their Android, and they need to do it through the OTA. And it is not a tough kind of thing and not an easy one too. But if you compare it with the iOS or Apple system of sending updates, it's heck a lot tougher. And when you see the Apple doing this, Apple does it that Apple uses the same kind of coding in the chipset, the same kind of coding in the GPUs, and they use the same source code. So when they need to send the update, they really need to make sure that it is optimized for the iPhone 5s or the 6s or the 7 Plus or the 7, and they really need to send a same kind of update to all the devices. They only have about 7 to 8 iPhone devices. That's why it is a lot easier for iPhone to do that. And it is a lot surprising that there are millions of Android users and millions of Android devices, of course, and most of them are not even receiving update up to 1 year. Because most of the people are using the budget devices, that's why they don't really get the updates or the promised updates. But when you're getting an Android One project phone, you get assured of up to 2 years of updates. So thank you for watching another episode of Team AA. This was your host Reza Sun, and I'm signing out. Peace out.